Morning, so it's day 2 of our mini USA road trip here in Orlando, Florida. So day 2, we're rope dropping Hollywood Studios, hoping to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding pass, go on Smugglers Run in Galaxysedge, and then go on a couple more rides. We've got fast passes for all the major rides, so should be a nice easy day, so long as I get the boarding pass. Bit of an update, we've got boarding pass. Got group 25, just heading into Galaxy's Edge now, so we're gonna try and ride Smugglers Run before our fast passes. First fast pass starts at 9:35, and that is for Tower of Terror. So hopefully, with the boarding pass, we should be able to get on all of the rides today if we can do Millennium Falcon early on. Alright, so we've made it inside Galaxy's Edge. We're just following the crowd at this point. The Rise of the Resistance entrance is over there, so we'll be going on that later. We've got an X-Wing here, just in front of us. So I've just picked up a thermal detonator drink. So these are, it's a Sprite themed to look like a thermal detonator. So we're slowly making our way through the queue of Smugglers Run. It's posted at a 2-hour wait at this point, and we've just made it inside. We've been in the queue 50 minutes at this point, so we've probably got another hour and 20 minutes at this point, I would say. So as you can see, we've just come round the back of the Millennium Falcon inside. So that's the main entrance to the ride down there. We queued all underneath. We're pretty much there at this point. We've just got one more snapback to do, and then we go through the main door, which is just at the end of the corridor over there. It's the beginning of the pre-show. We've got two separate rooms that we'll be going into. So 2 separate rooms.
For those who don't know me, I am Ronto Wrap, and welcome to my completely legitimate shipping company, Ronto Transport Solutions. Of pilots to transport it, gunners to protect it, and engineers to make sure it gets there in one piece. Like that one, the Millennium Falcon. Chewbacca! Of course you will be compensated for the generous loan of your ship.
Here we go, in the Millennium Falcon. We got the pilot. Then we'll be going through there in a second to ride the ride.
For your safety, remain seated and supervise younglings.
Wow.
Flashing here, repair test. Hit your flashing button. You better be. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly up. And push forward to fly out. Oh, watch it. This thing will be light speed. Light speed. Punch it! Yes, keep shooting! They've locked onto us. Take evasive action. Left pilot, brakes. Oh, sorry guys. My friend. Okay. It's much worse. Pilot, line up behind the train so we can harpoon that last car. Runners, shoot the train. Engineers, reel us closer. Things are getting too hot. We've got to get out of here. Yes, what distraction! Fire the missiles at the train! Hurry! The Star Destroyer is collapsing! I don't believe it, but we made it! Now, let's get up! retrieve 2 containers of coaxium. Your cut minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon is, hey, not bad.
Just finished on Smugglers Run, and that was a pretty cool ride. Very interactive. You get to pilot the Falcon, which is a dream come true for any Star Wars fan. Phenomenal. Our boarding group's been called for Rise of the Resistance, so we've got 2 hours to get back to that. Back out into Galaxy's Edge. So it's 140 minutes wait at the moment. We've got Ray out and about. So the land isn't super accessible with regards to electric wheelchairs and things like that. There's a lot of stairs, it's on multiple levels. It's not too bad. If you know, there are areas and ramps that you can use to get around. Droid Depot, I think. So in here you'll be able to purchase and build a droid. You see the BB-8 type unit in the back, as well as the R unit. Go to the market over here. Creature shop over here. Pork teddies. So we got more areas over here to buy figurines and things like that. Here you can buy costumes which unfortunately you're not allowed to wear in the land itself anyway. Popcorn stand here. More Galaxy's Edge merch over there. And back by Ronto Wraps, Ronto Roasters. Before heading out of Galaxy's Edge, I thought I'd get a bit of food. We're on the morning stint here, so I stopped by Ronto Roasters and got a Ronto breakfast wrap. So it's pork sausage in a pitta with an omelette, pepper sauce and cheese. This was $12.99, did mobile order in, so couldn't get any pass on discount on it. But let's give it a try, see what it's like. The sausage is nice. Didn't get a lot of sauce in there. Got a bit of omelette. It's nice. The sauce is like a pepper mayo, like KFC do back in the UK in their mini fillet burger. So it's not too peppery. It's just that nice hint of pepper. With it being a pitta, it's quite filling as well. So hang on a second, we got some stormtroopers.
Move on! Enjoying the sights Reese's been by? We're your new tour guides. Let's go.
Now you've got the stormtroopers arguing over there because about who let her go, basically.
We're looking for a pilot named Onaka. Must be with
So they're...
If you see them, notify us immediately. Stop.
So this is just some of the interactive elements going on around Galaxy's Edge. The character you saw was created especially for Galaxy's Edge itself. And the stormtroopers are out looking for her. She's part of the resistance. Back to the food, yeah. I wouldn't say it's necessarily worth the money, it's quite expensive. It's $13 plus tax. But you're at Disney World, you're going to be paying a lot of money anyway for everything. I think for what it is, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Good flavour. We've left Galaxysedge for now. We've got a fast pass for Tower of Terror, so we're just on Sunset Boulevard. As you can see, we're in the Hollywood area, right down the end there, the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. So you've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. Hollywood, 1939. You were the passengers in a motion common elevator about to ascend into your very own episode. Human Twilight. That door is opening once again, and this time it's opening for you. You are about to discover what lies beyond the fifth dimension, beyond the deepest, darkest point of the imagination. Welcome back to those of you who made it.
I love Tower of Terror. I love it. It's such a simple drop ride, and I don't normally like drop rides, so it says a lot about it. It's got a story to it as well, unlike normal drop rides that you'll see. A standard drop ride, it will just be, you know, take you up and then drop you down. Maybe shoot you back up one more time, and that'll be the end of it. Whereas with Tower of Terror, it's actually got a pre-show to it as well, and it's got some form of a story, so it's a little bit different. We got some more street material here. And the guy's just twigged that he's got people behind him. The penny's dropped and they've run off. Little things like that just change the dynamic of the park entirely, and it really, I don't know, it livens the mood a little bit, I guess. So gotta go and find our way back to Galaxysedge, get on Rise of the Resistance, and then we've got Star Tours and Rock and Roller Coaster later. So we're in the queue now for Rise of the Resistance. We've just had our boarding pass scanned. We're inside a Resistance base. That's the premise of the ride. The name of the ride gives it away a little bit. Rise of the Resistance. So the good thing about the queue here is we've got a lot of props on show. A lot of fighter pilot outfits, things like that, but they've also got seats all throughout the queue itself as well, which is very handy. You know, if you're in a queue for 2 hours or 3 hours in some cases, it's very difficult to sit down, especially if the ride goes down as well.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good.
Lieutenant Beck, as you heard from Ray, I have been tasked with getting you to Bakara.
Threat 2, more incoming. Blue 5 taking evasive action.
Try to shake it, Blue. I have a bad feeling about this.
What's the ride, Mom?
secret base, and I will take it from you.
With the resistance to the rescue, pick out this way.
Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. Go to the prisoner. We're breaching detention block 3. Cover is blown. Find an alternate route. These two droids anyway. Detention block breach. Prisoners not seen. Signal us down. Hurry! No! I said down! Requesting air weapons authorization. Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Stop! The prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's no more. Tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the resistance.
Your escape pods came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck.
I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure.
Right, so just come off Rise of the Resistance. What a ride. Get emotional, it's so good. Yeah, so much, so cool. So long, the story's very in depth. You've got a full story to it. It's an experience, not a ride. It goes on for 15 minutes or so for the full experience. I need to ride that again. Definitely need to ride that again as soon as possible. Maybe tomorrow. What can I say? Wow. Completely speechless. Need to go and find somewhere to sit down and recuperate for a second. I got a fast pass for Star Tours, so I'll go and do that in a minute maybe. And then see what happens then. Okay, so we're a little bit further into the day at this point. I've done Rise of the Resistance, I've done Smugglers Run this morning, I've done Tower of Terror, Star Tours, and then I went and got a Starbucks from Trolley Car Cafe, and a cupcake as well, which I'll put a picture in now. And I'm just walking into Toy Story Land. So you got the Green Men Drum Corps just coming through, which I'll show you guys. As you can see, heading into Toy Story Land. So the Toy Story Land is designed to look like you're in Andy's backyard. So you've shrunken down to the size of a toy. The fences are built like with Connects pieces. This is like a Scalextrics type set for the Slinky Dog dash ride. I'll just show you as it comes around. So that's the ride I'm going to get into the Q4 next. You got Toy Story Mania over there. And that's a competitive shooting game where you shoot targets on screens. Two of you, you're competing basically. So that's one of the rides in the land. You've got the Slinky Dog Dash. You've got Woody's Lunchbox over there. So the third and final ride in here is Alien Swirling Saucers. Just give you an idea kind of what the ride is like. You're sitting in an alien spaceship and they're spinning you around. And then over there in the back is where you go into Galaxysedge. So it's quite a well themed land. So I jumped in the queue for Midway Mayhem. We're just in the inside part of Midway Mayhem here. As you can see, it's all pretty well themed. This is a new section of the queue that was added when Toy Story Land was opened back in 2017, May of 2017 I believe. We're just on Midway Mayhem now. I'll show you what this ride's all about. Here we go.
Hey, it's our tossing time!
Hey, the ladder to launch further!
Don't let the cookie get away!
So I'm just inside One Man's Dream here in Hollywood Studios. It's a little exhibition of Walt Disney and, as it says, his dream to build Disneyland. It's a model of Main Street, USA from Disneyland. And it gives you an overview of the entire history of Disney, all their milestones throughout history.
Here now is our same moonlight scene, the way the multiplane camera sees it.
This is a multiplane camera. As you can see at the top, it gives you a
This is the plan for a
three-dimensional
super
image.
cartoon camera. We call it the multiplane camera.
And this is a model of Sleeping Beauty Castle from Disneyland over in Anaheim, California. We've got a model of Adventureland and the Jungle Cruise here in the front. And here's a model of Pixar Pier when it was originally Paradise Pier. It first opened in California Adventure. California Adventure itself opened in 2001, I believe, and Paradise Pier here is 2008. And here's a model of the Cinderella Castle over at the Magic Kingdom here in Orlando. We've got a model of the Tower of Terror, as well as a model of Spaceship Earth, and a picture of the Tree of Life in the background. And here is Batuu, Galaxysedge. A model of Abraham Lincoln, and this is one of the original animatronics made for the 1964 World's Fair. And this just gives you a little overview of the history of Disney, Walt Disney World, Disneyland and the Walt Disney Company. We're back walking down Sunset Boulevard because we got a fast pass for Rock and Roller Coaster. You come down Sunset Boulevard and rather than going straight ahead to Tower of Terror, as you can see in front of us, we take a left. And as you can see, the Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. So this is a full inside roller coaster with inversions and such. Launch roller coaster. And it's got Aerosmith appearing inside that. You can see the exterior of the ride here. And then over there in the back is also a new entertainment offering called Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. We won't be going to that today, but that's just through here and to the left. We're going to turn here, up in the fast pass line, and get on the ride.
Where is my limo? Good. Okay, come on, guys.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't leave these people here like this.
We can't?
No.
Hi, Sal, it's me. Listen, I'm gonna need a bigger car. Make it a stretch. In fact, make it a super stretch.
That's our last fast pass for the day. Probably going to leave it with the fast passes for today. There's not a lot left in Hollywood Studios. Because of the nature of the park at the moment, with them having Galaxysedge, the fast passes just go very, very quickly. So it's really difficult to get your extra fast passes after your initial free. The only things that are available are shows at this point, and I'm not going to go and see any shows today. But one more experience to do, and that's a reservation to Ogre's Cantina. Again, back in Galaxysedge, so back and forward for Galaxysedge at this point. That's at 2 PM, so I'm cutting it a bit fine now. It's 2 minutes to 2, so fingers crossed they'll still let me in. But yeah, I mean, Rock and Roller Coaster is a good roller coaster. It's indoors, inversions. I don't think it's got a very high height limit on it, so you can still go on it if you're, I think it's 4 foot, so it's not too bad. We're heading around to get to Ogre's Cantina. Just going past the Den of Antiquities. I believe it's down these steps. We've got a couple of stormtroopers in front of us looking for resistance spies. And I think this is Ogre's Cantina just in front of us. Yeah, so here's Ogre's Cantina on the left hand side. So we're going to go in there, get a couple of drinks. Alright, so we're in Ogre's Cantina. You see the visuals in here. The old DJ Rex R3X over there. The old pilot starwars. Ordered a couple of drinks. The first one here is the Yub Nub. Comes in a souvenir Endor mug. The Battle of Endor. See the TIE fighters on the side. And Death Star there. So this comes with Malibu pineapple rum, spiced rum, citrus juices, passion fruit, and again it's served in the souvenir mug. And the Yub Nub retails for $45, but it comes in this souvenir mug, which is mine to keep. So the second drink that we've got here is the Hyperdrive Punch It. Let's see. So this is Powerade Mountain Berry Blast, white cranberry juice, black cherry puree, and Sprite. So it's starting to split in there. The first one we had, the Yub Nub, very strong alcohol flavour, but very nice, very cool. So another thing that I've just gone and got is the sugar cookie. So this is a Bantha inspired vanilla butter sugar cookie. So total on the bill, $60. So it certainly adds up pretty quickly. to Dock on Guard, Den of Antiquities. Just find all these souvenirs. Decorated with Star Wars artifacts. Over here we've got Red Suns, Kyber crystals.
I think it will fit. Parece alguma coisa que eu
So that over there is Dock on Guard. And here you can buy all of the lightsabers from the film series. We've left Hollywood Studios today after finishing pretty much everything we wanted to in there. The only thing I didn't ride that I kind of wanted to ride was Slinky Dog, but we can do that another day. So I'm going to take the Skyliner that's behind me. I'm going to go over to the Riviera Resort. I'm going to have some food at the Riviera. I think they've got a Monte Cristo at Bar Riva. So we go there, try that out, see how it compares to Disneyland over in California. Thanks. Right, so we're just getting on the Skyliner over to Riviera Resort. Me in the reflection, it's just me in here. Very, very quiet. It's pretty good form of transport. Some that are wrapped and some that are unwrapped. So you've got some that have got character pictures on. This one's got Inside Out and Wreck-It Ralph. Sorry, just Wreck-It Ralph. You got Scrooge McDuck over there, and here we are taking off. Alright, so if you're still watching along, I've made it to the Riviera. Sat in Bar Riva at the moment, and right by the pool as you see there. Bar Riva. This is what the place looks like. We've had a little bit of a walk. We've had a little bit of a walk around the Riviera. I come here and ordered some food. So what I've ordered is the Monte Cristo. So this is actually fried with ice and sugar. You've got ham and bacon and cheese in there. Some fries, and I believe it's strawberry jam. So this is the same one, it's pretty much the same thing that you can order at Disneyland in California. The only difference between this and that one is the actual jam that it comes with. So I'm going to try it. Tastes exactly the same. It's very weird because it's sweet and savoury. You've got the cheese, the ham, but the actual it's in is sweet and covered in ice and sugar. So it's very strange. And then you've got the fries with it, which got cheese and herbs on them. Very strange. I think it's an acquired taste, but if it's something that you like it. Otherwise, yeah, it is definitely an acquired taste. So it sets you back $13.99 it was for the Monte Cristo as well as the fries, but it's a pretty big portion. Probably not going to be able to finish this on my own. So not a bad price. Not a bad price. Dip a chip into chip in the jam. Right, that was weird. That was good. Don't do that. But yeah, the actual sandwich was nice. Give it a try. $14 plus tax. Why not? Back to the hotel room. Just gone 9 o'clock. Left you guys finishing up in Bar Riva on the video. So after this point I actually ended up going to the Orlando Premium Outlets to have a look in the Disney stores and see what offers they've got going on there, and there weren't actually very many offers available at the moment. So I had a look around the one on Vineland, and then I went up by Universal Studios. There's another outlet just across the road from there, and had a look in there. Pretty much the same merchandise in each one, just a couple of little differences. After which I went to Disney Springs and had a bit of a mooch around Disney Springs, see what they had to offer, see if there were any cool things going on. I ended up buying a Disney Parks Monopoly set. So it's a Monopoly set with all of the properties are Disney Parks rides, as opposed to, you know, the standard Trafalgar Square, Regent Street, this kind of thing. And then got some food from Chicken Guy, which I'd highly recommend. Very cheap. Chicken strips, chicken tenders, chips, and sauces. There's 22 different sauces to choose from, so you've got a great variety, and you can change it up each time. And the whole thing per person comes under $15, so it's very much a simple, cheap, easy meal. And then came back to the room, chilled out, and so yeah, overall pretty good day. I got to ride Rise of the Resistance. I think if you don't get to ride that, if you don't get a decent boarding group, then it's a very frustrating park, Hollywood Studios. There's not a lot of rides, there's not a lot of fast pass opportunities if you don't get fast passes in advance. So if you're not clued up on the system and the way it works, you're going to come over frustrated. So I think it's a good idea to do a little bit of research on the fast passes beforehand. You get 30-day window if you're staying off site, 60-day window on site. So obviously, ideally, you want to be booking as soon as your booking window opens. And if you book on site, your booking window opens for the entire holiday on that 60-day mark. So you've got ultimately 70 days basically. Get over here, ride Rise of the Resistance. Phenomenal ride. It's an experience through and through. Shy of a 15-minute experience, bunch of pre-shows, and then a 4.5-minute ride after that, and it's worth every penny. So yeah, that's that. Hit the like, subscribe button and the notification icon to be notified when we post a new video. Thanks very much. See you on the other side.